Next concept in genetics, that is gene interactions. It is also be treated as non-Mendelian principles or non-Mendelian theories. Some changes we have to find out in Mendelian principles, that is gene interactions or non-Mendelian theories. These are some different to Mendelian principles. That's why it is non-Mendelian theories. Before taking up these interactions, first of all we need to understand locus. What is mean by locus? Locus is a place or position or location to genes are situated or genes are attached to on the chromosome. So locus means genes are arranged on the chromosome. So locus is a place which genes are attached to the chromosome body, that is locus. In case of this is homologous chromosome. These are homologous, pair of chromosomes, nothing but homologous chromosomes. Here one allele, here one allele is present. This allele is dominant allele, this allele is recessive allele. This is one homologous pair of chromosomes. We need to take another homologous pair of chromosomes. This one also another homologous pair of chromosome. What will happen here? Here also two alleles, means this is capital P, then small p, purple and white like that. So what will changes observed here? One thing is every gene contains two alleles. So here every gene contains two alleles, means two alleles for one gene. It means one gene contains two alleles. So this capital T small t, they are under comes into only one gene. This capital P small p, they are under comes into only one gene. So two alleles, they are under comes into only one gene, treated as a one gene. So in interactions between these two genes, interactions between these two genes are, that is gene interaction. Gene interactions means interactions between two genes, that is gene interaction. In case of capital T and small t, these two genes are generally interact with each other. It means homologous pair of chromosomes. It means the genes of same homologous pair of chromosome interact with the same homologous pair of chromosome, that is allelic interaction. Which type of allelic interaction? Intra-allelic interaction or intragenetic interaction or intragenic interaction. It means same two genes are interacted each other by the same homologous pair. It means same alleles are interacted by same homologous chromosome. That is intraallelic or intragenetic interaction. Next, these type of interaction we are treated as, it means one homologous pair of gene interact with another homologous pair of gene. So this is one homologous one homologous gene interact with another homologous chromosome of gene, that is non-allelic interaction. This is also called as non-allelic or inter-allelic interaction. This is so intra-allelic means same two alleles are interact with the same homologous pair. Here it means capital T which is interact with the capital P, that is intra means two genes they are interact each other by the same homologous pair, and two genes they are interact with two different homologous pair of chromosomes, that is non-allelic or inter-allelic or interaction, intergenic interaction, intragenic interaction, intergenic and intragenic, intergenic. Examples for intragenic interaction, mainly one is codominance and incomplete dominance. Codominance and incomplete dominance, these are the two examples for intragenic interaction. It means same type of homologous pair chromosomes is there, that pair of genes they are interacted by only single homologous pair of chromosome. It means two genes at only one chromosome, two genes different chromosomes, interaction with two different chromosomes. And intergenic interaction. Examples for intergenic interaction is two: polygenic inheritance. Example, polygenetic or polygenetic inheritance. And next thing is epistasis are dominant and recessive. So polygenetic inheritance and epistasis, these are the two examples under comes into intergenic interactions. So first of all we need to take up this is intra-allelic interaction or intragenic interaction. So intragenic interaction. Intragenic interaction shown by two plants and one animal. Two plants are mainly, one is Mirabilis, one is Mirabilis jalapa. It is also called as 4 o'clock plant. It is also known as commonly 4 o'clock plant. Plant. Next, second plant, Antirrhinum. It is also called as snapdragon plant. So Mirabilis jalapa or 4 o'clock plant, and Antirrhinum, it is a snapdragon plant which are under comes into the category intergenic interactions. Next one animal also is there, that is Andalusian fowl. Andalusian fowl is a hen, mainly hen. This is under comes into animal. These are two plants that shows intragenic interaction. In case of, we have to take these two plants first of all, then after Andalusian fowl later. So this plant Antirrhinum contain two types of plants. We have to take red color flowers or red flowers and crossed with white flowers, crossed with white flowers, red flowers and white flowers. In case of these plant gives two gametes, capital R. These plant gives two gametes, that is smaller, then smaller. What will observe in first generation? Unit square bone, capital R, smaller. Capital R, smaller shows red. Capital R, smaller, it is also shows red. Capital R, smaller, it is also shows red. Capital R, smaller, it is also shows red. This is the all plant shows red. R is dominant here. So phenotypic ratio or genotype ratio. Phenotype and genotype ratio we are observed is 4:0. They are mainly 4:0. This is F1 generation. What will happen in F2? In F2, what we observe in F2, what is the two plants? This one and this one we will take capital R smaller into capital R smaller. These two plants. See, capital R smaller, capital R smaller. For F1 is selfing. Now this is F2, which is selfing or self cross between F1 plants, two F1 plants. Capital R, nothing but red. Capital R, smaller. Next capital R, smaller. Next smaller. Smaller is purely white. There is no change. And what about these two plants? Actually, R is dominant. Here also R is dominant. In our monohybrid cross, according to Mendel principles, dominant trait will express their character itself. So R means dominant. Here also means dominant, means red and red flowers. But here this is not red, pink. This is pink flower. This one also pink flower. Why like that? Why? Because this R gene, it is do not express its character completely. Why? Because this R gene do not express its character completely. How? So this R gene express their character, but completely not. Incompletely express their character. That's why instead of red, pink will came. Why? Because this R gene is incompletely dominant with or smaller, that is white gene. Capital R means red. This red color gene which is not express their character is completely, partially express their character. And one thing, and anotherly, this R gene not dominant to R, means this R gene do not dominate white gene completely. So this red gene only expressed character, but completely not, incompletely express their character. That is incomplete dominance. So this is incomplete dominance. This type of situation, this type of interaction is known as incomplete dominance. That's why pink color flowers will came in F2 generation. In what type of phenotypic ratio of this? Phenotype is red 1, pink 2, white 1. So 1:2:1. Red 1, pink 2, only 1 is white. And genotype is homozygous dominant, only 1 is there. Heterozygous dominant, 2 is there, so 2. Homozygous recessive, only 1 is there. So 1 is the red plant, 2 are the pink plants, 1 is the white plant. In genotype, capital only 1 is there, and capital smaller 2 is there, these 2 plants, and 1 is white. Here these 2 plants shows incomplete dominance. Why? Because in these 2 plants R is not express their character completely, so that's why these type of interaction, gene interaction, is known as, that is incomplete dominance. So this 2 is completed. Why? Because both are show same type of cross. Next we have to show Andalusian fold. Next, Andalusian fold. Second example, incomplete dominance in Andalusian fold. So incomplete dominance in Andalusian fold is a hen. So in Andalusian fold, 2 types of hens are available. One is black and white. That is white. 2 types of hens are available. These 2 type of hens, we have to cross with each other. What will happen? This gives 2 gametes. This one gives 2 gametes. So one hen gives 2 gametes, another hen gives 2 gametes. In F1 generation, what will happen? Capital B, that is black color hen. Small b. It is white color hen. So what will happen? Capital B, small b, capital B, small b, capital B, small b, capital B, small b. Means phenotype ratio and genotype ratio. Phenotype and genotype is 4:0. Why? Because all hens are shows, that is black color. So that is a 4:0. This is F1. In F2, In F2 what will happens? In F2 what will happens? Here F1 is selfing. F1 into F1 is equal to F2. It is selfing of F1. What will happen? So these two plants we have to show. Capital B, small b for one plant, and this plant capital B, small b. So capital B means what will observe? That is a black fowl or black hen, which is black. Next capital B, small b. What is that? Next capital B, small b, then small b, small b. Small b is purely white hen, purely white hen. And what about capital B, small b? This capital B, small b is actually blue. Here also blue. Why? Because these two plants shows blue. In our parent there is no blue, either black either blue, but here in F2 parents, F2 daughter organisms, what will happen? That is blue color hens will appear. Why like that? Why? Because this B gene or dominant gene does not express their character completely. That is incomplete dominance. That is incomplete dominance. Why? Because B gene do not express their character, is completely express their character but incompletely expressed, completely not. That's why incompletely expressed. That's why that mixing together, that is the blue color hens will appear. So here phenotype and genotype. Phenotype ratio is phenotype blue one, black one, blue two, and white one. It means blue one, black one, blue two, white one. And genotype ratio. Capital B, only one is there. Next capital B, small b, 2 is there, and small b, only one is there, that is 1. So here we are observed phenotype and genotype, both ratios are same. In which class phenotype and genotype of ratios are same? That is incomplete dominance. Incomplete dominance shows both phenotype and genotype of ratios are same. Why? Because the dominant gene do not express their character completely, or the dominant gene it is not able to express their character on recessive gene. Express their character but incompletely express their character. That's why incomplete dominance we are observed like that only. So phenotype and genotype ratios are which is same in which type of crossing means, that is answer is that is incomplete dominance. In incomplete dominance either pheno and geno both ratios are same, 1:1, 1:1. In monohybrid cross what will happen? 3:1 is the phenotypic ratio, 1:2:1 is the genotype ratio. But here both pheno and geno both ratios are will same, that is incomplete dominance. In market this black color and white color hens are available, they are very less in cost, but blue color ones are very high cost. Why? Because this is rare. So that's farmers in poultry, they are killing these two type of hens, black hens and white hens are killed, and they are only grow is the blue ones. It is not correct actually. Why? Because the crossing between black and white means they will come blue color ones, but individually blue, it is not correct. So black color with crossed with white color ones, they will give blue, which is highly priced in market. These are two low price in market. These are the interactions we are observing monohybrid crosses. In next class we are discussing about codominance.